This dead gone Path to Exile 2. Pretty cool game. Uh, yeah, the stuff people spend their money on this game is crazy. There's a chest glowing red. That's actually dude character. I think that's his character. People spending money on this stuff. You know, I really can't complain and stuff because at least the game is free to play. Like if the game is free to play, I kind of allow microtransactions. Go back on my potions. Yeah, I was looking at Diablo 4, and I do notice that Diablo 4 character models now after looking at their character models do look better in Diablo 4. That's a legendary helmet I got. See the character models and stuff like that. Like this supposed to be like some type of fur type of outfit. The armor. It's supposed to be like fur right there around the shoulders and stuff. On Diablo 4, it'll actually look like fur, so they got an option where you can enhance to get detail with her fur, fog effects, and stuff like that. On here, not so much. Okay. I don't think none of my stuff got no slot to add nothing to. And they do got it where your potions can regenerate. You got to get the more battle ones. Like I seen somebody have like a good ass little potion, and it actually regenerates over time and stuff, where you don't have to constantly, fast travel back to town. You got to go to this rail in order to get your potions back. So but yeah, this is my warrior character. I got some pretty cool stuff. That move is pretty cool. Gotta add a little earthquake move. That's a shield. Like, where the hell my earthquake move go? Like, one of my moves missing. Maybe with my two-handed. Oh, no, there you go. Let's look at one-handed move. Okay, hold on, wait. Let me do something. That's actually what you call me move. It's a one-handed move, so I don't want that move that. We'll move earthquake up here. And we'll move this here. Alright. There we go. Yeah, this shit whack. I should have stuck with the other shit. It can block bigger moves. Earthquake. And that's what it's supposed to do. Like you can't combine moves and stuff together and stuff. Cause I saw with the sorcery and stuff. I collect like the ice things, and it kind of enhance her abilities and stuff. When she uses her abilities, they're more bigger. Like I use a lightning mode, the lightning is more bigger. So I had a move where I saw somebody had a move with the with the rich and stuff, with the minions and stuff. Where But like if you shoot at the ground and stuff like that, if they walk over this stuff, they'll start glowing and stuff. I'm not sure what that does. I don't know if it make them stronger or if they get hit, if they get hit by enemies take damage. But stuff like that is pretty cool.
Dodge this! Fear will best you!
You do is belong. Damn, he doing a lot of damage. He must have been some type of boss or some shit. Would have buckle better than the one I got. Oh, this one grants parry. Yeah, sure did. That's true. They do be doing some lag and stuff. Get a lot of lag. I know it's the beta and stuff. Hopefully they work this out before the game release. There's that little brown bar down there at the bottom. I guess that's your XP.
Destruction! Out of mana. They still defend their land.
That's kind of crazy how they got it though. Like all the classes use mana. Mana usually in RPG games is for mages and classes that use magic and stuff like that. Like Diablo got that right. Like you playing with the bar, and it's like stamina, and you play with the sorcerer as mana. They got the resources right on Diablo 4. That's one thing I can say. Like how is a warrior using mana? It should be some type of rage or stamina or spirit, something like that. I don't know.
Feel my wrath.
Like if I had to pick between the two, like far as my favorite go, I probably gonna have to say Diablo 4. But I like how the skills and perks and all this stuff works on there and stuff. You know, you get all the way down to the bottom, you get an ultimate and stuff like that. Each class got their own unique ultimates and stuff. I think they get to pick between what, four. I don't know if this game got ultimates and stuff like that, or skills that have a longer cooldown that dish out a lot of damage. I don't know if they have it on Diablo 4. I mean, on Path to Exile 2, they probably do. Probably got it. Probably didn't go give you that because you don't get that till like later on in Diablo 4 too. Like when you at what, like level 20 or 30.
Crush them!
Let's see it all like that. Man, that's a blast. Yeah, this stuff like level up as you level up or something. You have to keep switching out stuff, or this stuff level up as you level up. If they got that, then they killing Diablo in that. Like your stuff, because I got this early on in the game, and you know it's kind of giving me some good protection. Like I ain't went down yet with him, so I don't know. I don't see no level cap on it neither. Like if you look at it, I don't see no level cap on it. Like I said, I don't see no level cap, so I don't know. Maybe legendaries level up as you level up. I guess I don't know how the armor works out here. I know Diablo, you gotta as you level up, you gotta constantly switch out stuff. Then you got the whole ancestral, legendary, ancestral uniques, but uniques. It's just too. That's the only thing I hate about Diablo 4. This game it just seems like you won't have to constantly swipe out an armor. You know, but you might got a certain armor that you like and you don't want to get rid of and stuff. It seems like they doing a better job on here. Some going out and doing shot shit. You said I used one of my posts earlier on like this. I think this regenerates. Yeah, you see like that little bar on my mantle. What I got is magic. See right here, say require level 5. Then once you put it on, I still say it's still there. Okay, I see it on there, but require level 5. So maybe on legendary, you know, it just, I guess, because I did take like a legendary armor that I felt like at level 6 with my sorcery, and was able to put it like on I created another save the ranger, and I was able to put that that legendary that I found like at level 6 or level 5, and I was able to put it on on the news say so. Legendaries, I guess it could go on any. Um, I guess it could go on any character on any level. Like this say require level 5. So if I got like a character at level 4, they won't be able to work. So I mean, I don't know. I'm still trying to get the hang of this stuff.
Feel my wrath!
I don't know what that is. He in some type of rage mode. Let me see something. Damn. Okay, I need to go down this path then. Okay. Yeah, I do need to get this up so I can stun more. Yeah, I'm focusing on one. And it's all about life regeneration.
Crush them! No mana.
They don't have like ray tracing or some type of reflections and stuff on here. Diablo does though. And it ain't the best. I had the whole thing of the PS5 Pro and stuff because when they showed it off with Gran Turismo and stuff like that, it had ray tracing at certain parts of the game on the base PS5 and then on the PS5 Pro. Um, when you racing and you see a car pass by you, you'll see the reflection of the car in your paint and stuff like that. That's the advantage of the PS5 Pro of playing that game. I'm not seeing like certain. This goes for the Last of Us Part Two too. In certain areas, you'll see. Um, I don't know if it's ray tracing or water reflection stuff. Like there was a part where um, Ellie and Jesse crashed their truck into the water, and when they was getting out or swimming and getting out the water stuff, you saw they reflections and stuff in the water. Even when the part where Joe takes Ellie to the museum and stuff, you see the dinosaurs reflection in the water and stuff. You see Joe standing there waiting for Ellie. You see his reflection in the water and stuff. And when Ellie's swimming out of the water and she steps out of the water, you see her reflection. You know, so I don't know. I just tend to think some games gonna take advantage of it, so I'm just gonna say forget it. Why bother? That's what makes the whole debate of why make a pro version of a console if game developers not going to take advantage of the new features that it brings to the table. We go see the same shit with the PS6. We gonna see a PS6 Pro. And it's gonna be like why? When majority of the game developers are not gonna fucking take advantage of its new features. That's a laugh at it. I seen somebody had a move where he used this and then he do something else and it causes it come quicker. I don't know what this does. Nah, but he can trigger earthquake faster.
Destruction!
It's all be blood. Like my buddy that's new to these types of games, he on Diablo 4 now. I was like, dude, you know, After Exile 2 is a beta, and I think it ends tomorrow. He's like, I want to play Diablo 4. I don't know. To each his own, man. You know, I'm not gonna knock him because he like Diablo 4. Hell, I prefer Diablo 4 over this, to be honest. Uh, it's just I like how everything is just simple now. You know, you just level up big skills and stuff, high key them and stuff like that, and use them. You get an ultimate and stuff. Then down at the end of the skill tree, and then you get the other skills that change your playstyle and stuff. Right after you pick your armor, this next skill you get to pick. You know, it kind of reminds me of Borderlands in a way. When you get all the way down to the bottom of the skill tree and stuff, you put one point in there, the capstone perk and stuff like what is it called, skills on there. The capstone skill and stuff, you put one point in there and it just changes the place. It just makes your character even more stronger. Like the Moore got one where she melee, she kind of like dash towards enemies to melee them. She got one where all her guns do elemental damage. It don't matter what the hell the gun is. Whatever elemental ancient skill element is. Like if she got corrosion and the gun do fire damage, she gonna be doing both corrosion and fire. So that makes her good at taking out enemies that got armor, and then the fire go finish them off because fire does damage over time to health. I'm just running around trying to see some chests, but chests guys do give you legendary on here. Them motherfuckers, I don't know, they do it on Diablo 4 too. I don't think the chests you find in the world though. Like these make chests that you open up with keys and stuff. I ain't got any legendary on one of them yet. I mean, appreciate you level up the tournament. I think one thing I don't like about Diablo 4 too is the whole tournament and stuff. You increase the tournament and stuff 1, 2, 3, and 4, then you start losing element resistance and armor and stuff like that, and enemies are just OP. It is. I mean, it's just like Borderlands stuff with Mayhem 10 and Mayhem 11, Ultimate Ball and stuff like that. You know, you just gotta build your build around it to be able to play in no modes. And then just give me all. Oh, that's a great one.
I've no more room.
Better than this one I got. This ain't all that. This ain't even no move, dude. Oh, I got okay. Okay, can block that. He drops an armor with a slot in it. That's where I grab it. I got a legendary helmet on. He got a helmet with a slot in it. I don't know if you can go like to a jury and like add a slot to this stuff. I mean, I don't know if they got that. What they call it this. It's gonna be 18% increased armor in 5 positions. I guess I could put this stone in it now. Okay, now we're starting to get gear with slots in them now. What this helmet does. Increase rarity found. Give me 26 in strength. Damn, 26 in strength. Oh, that's what that is. Game rage on melee hit. Every rage also grants a 1% increase on. Okay, man, fuck. Never mind. That's striking out. I don't know what these are. I guess it's jewelry. I can't find none yet. I don't know if the warrior can use a quarter staff. I think this is the monk weapon. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like on here, like I was using a mace and a shield as a rich. Like that's like they should have the weapons like class locked. Like that kind of breaks the immersion though. A rich using a sword and a shield and shit like that. Like if you get like some weapons do like require strength and stuff like that. Like where does it say that at? Like some of them do say like require. I don't see it. Yeah, but it do say require. Yeah, see they say a level 5 and your dex got to be 10. So if you got like strength at 10 or something with a rich, you'll be able to use like a two-handed great hammer. I don't like that. Like it like and the Diablo 4 ain't no goddamn ain't no damn trying to think of a class. Ain't no sorcerer gonna be running around with a sword and a shield. What a new stone that I got. There you go. So now I can put this into something. It's just the one. Can't stacks do what? Wiggle or it just is it. Yeah, there you go. Remember in Path to Exile, the first one, like these with the two and stuff, like if you add something, say, um, like I remember I had like with the Rich, I had like a skill that um it'll leave something on the ground, and then when you connect like a poison to it, when you do that little thing where it does on the ground, it'll turn into poison, stuff like that. That's a meeting, but okay. I need to start selling this stuff.
Hammer and anvil!
Hey, talking about that, man, you just gotta get into that, right? That was my issue with the first one. I didn't give it a chance and stuff. I'm trying to reconsider it though, but I get his reason why he picked Diablo 4. With the same reason why I picked it Diablo 4 over the first Path to Exile. Um, the ease. Everything is just simple in Diablo 4. You level up, you pick skills and stuff. That's it. Then you get the polygon. You go down the path that you want your playstyle to base off of. It's just simple, So I get it. I truly get it. He said, well, he went to when he looked at the passages, and so he's like, God damn, it's just so much. I was like, man, it's just the same as when you unlock polygon in Diablo 4. These are just increasing your character strength, stun, health, armor, strength, intelligence, dex, stuff like that, giving you just making your character more stronger. The more you focus on this path, the more your character becomes stronger. So Path to Exile is all about investing on making your class stronger and stuff. Whether you want them to be able to take more damage or deal more damage. I saw on the sorcery you can increase their spell damage or you increase their barrier, well, energy shield. Same on here, like you want the warrior to regenerate health, you can do that. It ain't necessary about in this tree you pick a skill. These is passes. Your skills is right here. Then you can put like right here on Earthquake. And you see, I got Ignite and Eternal Flames. So when I do Earthquake, it's go Ignite enemies. I should have put it in. Can you put that in Rolling Stone? Yeah, you can't put these in Rolling Stone. It don't seem like it's working with Earthquake. Or can you put these in the basic attacks? Like in here. Wait, do it say that? Nah, it ain't. It's just skills. Bone Shadow, Earthquake. Yeah, so you can't put these in. So that's that one when I dive around on the ground and stuff, slamming and stuff. I think Bone Shadow is like that uppercut move with the two-handed. But I'm not seeing. But you can level these up, though. I'm sure not seeing it. I'm sure not a light enemy. See, since a support skill have a 100% more flammability magnitude. Support skill has a 100% increased night duration on enemies. Let me try something else, y'all.
Dodge this!
I think I figured it out. Y'all see right here with these stones, it said if you add it to a weapon, you'll get fire damage. You add it to armor, you'll get fire resistance. You add it to a wand or staff, you gain damage and extra fire damage. So I need a weapon for the slot. And then maybe when I do fire damage with that skill, maybe that's how the ignite works with this. But Diablo 4 things look a little slightly more better. Um, like mud looks detailed. The ground look way more detailed. Even the character models look more detailed. And my buddy was talking about that. Cause I don't know. Like I said, it's a preference. Some people go like this over Diablo 4. Some people go like Diablo 4 over this. So I don't know. But I do. Me and him do agree that the character models and you know, the ground don't look that bad. It's Diablo 4. The ground looks way more detailed. I think you see when you walk in the mud, you see your footprints in the mud and snow. So I don't know. That's how I'm walking in this water. It's not reacting to me. Diablo 4 does when you walk in water.
Dodge this! Steel yourself! No mana. will best you! No mana! Hammer and anvil!
I'll be back.
So you're going back to the village, lad? Now, you've probably been thinking this already, but we could do some proper smithing if you manage to bring back our tools. They should still be near the forge, right where I left them. Bring them here, and we'll set up a bench. Some honest work might do wonders to lift our spirits. Anything take your fancy? Deal. Oh, that'll pack 'em. Stick to the carrots.
Hey, dog, can you move? I'm trying to talk to her. Fade of Glips.
Oi, it's you! You're Renly's foundling. Renly's son, aren't you? Good to finally meet you. I am Finn, and I shall be your humble provider of useful and diverse objects. That are most definitely not scrounged or stolen. If I don't got it, I can get it. You just let me know.
Spirits in the trees be damned. You actually entered the Red Veil and survived. Every Ogham kid knows, if you step 1 foot in there, you'll be skewered and eaten. Well, those kids that are lucky enough to have a mother, that is. Oh, shite. No offense. I was talking about me, not you. Although I guess we do have that in common.
So, you found a shadow in the forest and you brought it here. Good. Great. Superb.
You killed the Devourer in its own lair. That's mighty brave of you, hero. Now at least we won't starve to death. One less way to die, I guess.
Your old man's all right by me. Never said an unkind word. Treasure what you've got. You hear me? Oi, it's you! You're Red. I am Finn. As an esteemed member of no clan at all, I had the distinct honour of wandering through the lovely sights of all 4 seasons. Summer heat, winter chill, take your pick. For company, it was my pleasure to sup with the outlaws, the deranged, and the unwanted. It's simply unthinkable that I never met a nice girl to settle down with, isn't it? It won't be like this forever. I'm gonna build my palace someday. Been planning it since I was small and found myself
Yeah,
on
one thing
my
I
own.
can say about Diablo 4,
Imagine
what
with
gives them
me,
advantage,
if
you
you
do see
will,
other players roaming
a
around the world and
vast
stuff.
span of wood above you in the
You
trees.
know, on here
That's
it's
the
just only when
foundation
you
of
come to
it.
these towns.
You ascend a tremendous spiral staircase around an ancient trunk and find yourself approaching a treehouse worthy of the first ones. Dozens of lavish bedrooms,
I think that's why I like
two
Diablo 4 too,
stocked
because
kitchens,
you see other players.
tall spires, a tower that looks out over all of Ogham,
So when you go like in the
and half a
dungeons and
fire
stuff,
for good measure.
or
Isn't it
yeah, mainly when you
glorious?
go to dungeons and stuff, you'll
That's
see them
where
going
I
to the dungeon. You
really
go
live.
into it, you don't no
This
longer see them
cold, damp, hungry
unless you
world
group up with them.
is
But as
just an
far as
illusion.
just roaming around the world doing quests like that, you'll see other players.
Spirits in the trees be damned. You actually entered the Red Veil and survived. Every Ogham kid knows, if you step 1 foot in there, you'll be skewered and eaten. Well, those kids that are lucky enough to have a mother, that is. Oh, shite. No offense. I was talking about me, not you. Although I guess we do have that in common.
So, you found a shadow in the forest and you brought it here. Good. There. Farewell, hero.
He lives up to his reputation.
How's the clearing? Stick to the cairns.
So if I added that fire to this two-handed weapon, then that means I'll have to put these into this.
Shadow!
Seem to be working either. So that's an earthquake.
will best you!
I know this move right here. Hold on, wait. Yeah, actually do is send out a shockwave if you stun enemies, or if you hit them with that bone shadow when they stun. Let's see. Let's put these back here. See. Sorry that I triggered it when I stunned him and I hit him with Bone Shadow. It set his ass on fire, so I think that's how I got it. Superior Demon Light. Let's see what we got. Stupid chainmail. This one got a stone in it. I have to take it out. Please charge, babe. It should say 127 life over 5 seconds. 41 increase amount recovered. And 9% increased charge gain. Right. It seems like the more you use it, more they get bigger or better.
Hammer and anvil!
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Mamo. Look for some sun and thunderstorms, with a high of 84 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 63 degrees.
Face me! power!
How can I help? Deal. That'll be useful. I'll find some use for that. Till next time.
Tired of the slaughter yet? Farewell, hero.
Sorry, I was just... Hello. The graves of our people lie beneath the Eternal's tombs. Despite their best efforts to bury our legacy, we remain. Now they are gone, and we live on. This is the cycle of life as we have always known it. Everyone dies, but the clan endures, and the greatest glory an Ezomite can attain is to live on in a song or a poem. That is why we do not fight the wood and stone to reclaim our buried graves. And it is something the Eternals never understood. We don't need the graves. We still have the songs and the stories that matter. They could never take those from us. Goodbye. the Fae spirits are still watching, I believe they will help us. Please, wait a moment.
Hammer and anvil! Steel yourself! power. Weak.
Earthquake creates jagged ground that slows enemies. After a few seconds, the ground explodes with an aftershock, dealing a large amount of damage. While Earthquake creates jagged ground that slows enemies. After a few seconds, the ground explodes with an aftershock, dealing a large amount of damage. Earthquake creates jagged ground that's... While Bone Shatter is equipped, monsters display these indicators when their stun meter is almost full. Use Bone Shatter to stun them instantly and deal a high damage explosion around the target. While Bone Shatter is Rolling Slam strikes twice and can be redirected as you move. The first slam is effective for stunning enemies. The second slam is larger and deals more damage. Rolling Slam. Shock. Using Armor Breaker repeatedly against enemies will break their armor, allowing you to deal more physical damage. Look out for this symbol to see which enemies have high armor. There are many other skills that have additional effects on monsters if their armor is broken. Using Armor Breaker, Shockwave Totem repeatedly thumps the ground, dealing area damage. It causes an extra Infernal Cry puts a debuff on enemies that makes them explode when they die. It also adds fire damage to subsequent attacks. The more enemies nearby, the more attacks are empowered. Infernal Cry puts a use Shield Charge to quickly bear down on your enemies. It deals damage based on the amount of armor on your shield, and on impact, Molten Blast will explode and fling shrapnel projectiles forwards. This skill excels at igniting enemies. On impact, Molten Blast. Hold down the button for Perfect Strike to charge a powerful swing. If you release at exactly the right moment, you will hit with a high damage explosion that always ignites enemies. Fragmentation rounds pierce through enemies. Disengage. Poison Burst Arrow explodes to cover enemies in poison. Falling Thunder is a lightning area attack. If you have power charges, this skill will consume them to create projectiles. which flame wall ignites enemies caught within it. Any projectiles that pass through the wall will deal extra fire damage. It can also consume a lightning infusion from your other skills to add extra lightning damage to projectiles. Flame wall. Ice Nova can chill and freeze enemies. It can also consume a cold infusion from your other skills to leave behind chilled ground that slows enemies. Frost Bomb pulses with ice, reducing enemies' resistance to elemental damage. After a time, the orb will explode and leave behind a cold infusion. Spark projectiles bounce off walls and have a chance to shock enemies. Shocked enemies take more damage. Spark can also consume a cold infusion from your other skills to launch a nova of projectiles, each dealing added cold damage. Frost Bomb pulses with Ice Nova can chill and freeze enemies. It can also consume a cold infusion from your other skills to leave behind chilled ground that slows enemies. Skeletal snipers do high damage but have low life. They can be commanded to fire an arrow of poison gas. The clouds explode if an igniting effect or detonating skill is used on them. Unearth is a physical area spell. If it kills a monster or hits a corpse, it summons a short-lived bone minion. You can use your other dead minions as fuel for this skill while they are reviving, but only once each. Monsters that die while infected with contagion will spread the infection to nearby enemies. The damage of a contagion increases each time it spreads. Other chaos debuffs on the enemy, such as Essence Drain, will also be spread. Earthquake creates jagged ground that slows enemies. Leap Slam is useful for closing in on enemies and stunning them. It is even more effective against enemies with broken armor. Earth Shatter is a slam that creates a spike of rock. Using Warcry skills nearby will cause the rock to explode. Try placing several rocks and destroying them all at once for huge damage. Volcanic Fissure damages enemies and creates smoldering cracks in the earth. If you use another slam skill on the cracks, they will erupt with aftershock explosions. Volcanic Fissure damage. Use Fortifying Cry to gain power from nearby enemies and receive the Guard buff, which protects your life. Fortifying Cry also empowers your next few shield attacks to create shockwaves. Hammer of the Gods requires glory accumulated from stunning enemies. At maximum glory,
They do
use
that
the
in
skill
ultimate
to
mode. They
call
all the way
down
down
a
to the
giant
bottom.
hammer to crush your enemies. The Ancestral Warrior Totem will attack for you, using mace skills that you have socketed into it. Because of its power, it requires 3 endurance charges to create an Ancestral Warrior Totem. The Ancestral Warrior Totem will attack for you. Hammer of the God. Ancestral Cry builds up glory anytime you ignite enemies. When it has maximum glory, you can use the skill to become an avatar of Kaum for a short time. As an avatar, your melee attacks are ancestrally boosted. You throw up molten globules on every attack, and your footsteps slam the ground. Ancestral Cry builds up glory. Fragmentation. Siege Cascade fires a bolt at each enemy in the target area. The bolts rain down, burrow into the ground, and explode. Plasma Blast takes a long time to charge, but deals devastating amounts of damage. It pierces through all enemies, and will explode if it hits terrain. Cluster Grenades spit out multiple smaller grenades when they explode. Disengage flips backwards as you poison. Spiral Volley spins around while firing a volley of arrows in all directions. toxic domain infects the ground around you with malignant power. While you stand in this area, you regenerate life, and your bow attacks cause poisonous pustules to sprout from enemies, but your skills will be more expensive. Magnetic Salvo targets every lightning rod stuck into enemies or terrain from your other skills, and fires a lobbed shot at each of them. The rods will explode for massive damage. Flicker Strike is a teleporting attack. If you have power charges, the skill will consume them to teleport to random enemies and strike them in rapid. Hold down the button for Gathering Storm to build Flame. Hold down the button for Flame Blast to prime a large, fiery explosion. The longer you hold it, the more powerful the detonation. Eye of Winter is a moving storm that launches projectiles, firing a full spiral of them at the end of its flight. Lightning Conduit calls down lightning upon enemies in front of you. If an enemy is shocked, this skill will deal even more damage. Target Skeletal Brutes are large, hard-hitting minions that will stun any monster that has a near full stun meter. When Skeletal Clerics don't attack, but instead heal your other minions. They will also periodically revive your fallen skeletons. Soul Offering impales one of your skeletons to grant you a huge boost to spell damage. The buff only affects you, not your minions. Fragmentation Round. Disengage. Wind Serpent's Fury consumes all your frenzy charges to create great wind serpents, repeatedly damaging and knocking back enemies. Spear of Solaris requires glory accumulated from stunning enemies. At maximum, Poison Burst Arrow explodes. Falling Flame Wall. Skeleton. Fragmentate. Disengage. Flip. Flame Wall ignites. Skeletal snipers do high damage but have low life. They can Earthquake. Hold down the button for Supercharged Slam to charge up a massive swing. The longer you hold, the more damage it will deal and the more aftershocks the slam will create. Stampede leaves jagged ground in your path. It finishes with a massive slam that causes all jagged ground to erupt with aftershocks. Fragmentate. Poison Burst Arrow. Falling Flame. Skeletal. Earthquake creates jagged ground that slows enemies. After a few seconds, the ground, while Bone Shatter is equipped. Shockwave. Using Armor Breaker repeatedly against enemies will break their armor, allowing Shockwave. Skeletal snipers. Fragmentation rounds pierce through enemy. Disengage. Flame Wall. Ice Nova can chill and freeze enemies. It can also consume a cold infusion. Skeletal snipers do high damage. Using Armor Breaker repeatedly against enemies. Shockwave Totem repeatedly thumps the ground. Hold down the button for perfect strike. Fragment. Disengage flips backwards as you stab enemies in front of you. If you have just parried an enemy with your buckler, Whirling Slash hits enemies and creates a Poison Burst Arrow. Falling Thunder is a lightning area. With Killing Palm equipped, monsters will display the Glacial Cascade is a cold area attack that ends with a powerful spike of ice. Frozen Locusts will explode when attacked by you or your enemies. Placing it in front of attacking enemies will allow you to both retreat and deal damage. Glacial Cascade is a cold area attack that ends with a powerful spike of ice. Hitting a frozen target with the spike will flame. Earthquake creates jagged ground. While Bone Shatter is equipped,
So these are for
Monsters
one-handed
display
mace and
these
two-handed
indicators, and their
weapons.
stun meter
So
is almost
this is
full.
more the warrior tree
Use
right
Bone
here.
Shatter to
I just got
Shockwave Totem
I
repeatedly.
got all the level 2 ones, so I
Use
need
the
to find
shield
a
charge to quickly bear down on
level
your
3
enemy.
uncut skill gem.
It deals damage based.
This is a level 2. That's cool. They got tutorials on the skills and stuff. I mean, Diablo show the skills too, but they have a commentary explaining the skills and stuff and what else they can do and stuff like that. That's pretty impressive. I do like that. So I can use this. I mean, I can use it like I said, but not for mace.
Is that the wandering druid? Dodge this! To kill before this is through.
I think that's some of the ultimate skills down here. They do got a lot of damn skills, so that's pretty damn impressive though. Let me go over armor demolish. So I can break enemies' armor. And then later on get this one. When they armor is explosion when they fully break an enemy's armor. They come in against bosses and stuff. They be having armor. Just put in this as it do stun damage. But as they go into bone shadow. Yeah, so I'm going earthquake. What else did I get? That was it. I probably could use this to upgrade on what you call me?
Earthquake. Fragment disin. Skeletal.
Fragmentation.
Earthquake creates jagged. Using Armor Breaker repeatedly against enemies will break their armor, allowing you to deal more physical damage. Look out for this symbol to see which enemies have high armor.
Yeah, that's just what we got, Armor Breaker. I mean, I can level it up. For leveling the Jisson gem to 2. It must already be at 2. Nice armor demolish. Armor Breaker is actually like a skill like Rolling Slam, Earthquake. It's an extra skill. So I guess when I learn Armor Breaker, I put this into Armor Breaker. I thought I could use that gem to level this up. Now you gotta unequip it, and then
Earthquake creates jagged ground that slows enemies. After a few seconds, the ground explodes with an aftershock, dealing fragmentation rounds pierce through enemies. Frozen enemies will shatter. Disengage. Flame. Earthquake creates jagged.
Yeah, shit. I think this is for actual skills. I just put it in the wrong slip. I gotta move it on.
Face me! Face me! No chance! Hammer and anvil! No mana!
Let this be a testament for all time. The Eternal Empire stakes claim over this land, both in life and death.
And these health things I got, they heal slow. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I still kind of get the feel, the hang of it, man. It's just, I don't know. To each his own, though. I mean, some people like Path to Exile. That's up to them. I mean, me personally, I have to agree with my buddy. I know a lot of veterans and stuff that like love the fuck out of Diablo 2 and 3 and stuff like that. They don't like some of the changes and the way they went with Diablo 4. Me and my friend, I'm into open world games and stuff like that. I do like a lot of things about Diablo 4, how simple everything is. You level up, pick a skill and stuff like that. You get an ultimate. Apparently you get ultimates on here too. They all the way down and stuff. Just like how simple everything is in Diablo 4. I ain't got around to doing all those side quests in that game. I ain't completed the expansion yet. I need to go on and get that out the way. I'm not worried about playing on Torment 3, 4 and all that shit. I don't give a damn about getting no damn mystic. Cause that's for people that want to make the powerful build and go through all the higher tier content and stuff like that with friends and stuff like that. I solo play, so I'm just gonna play it. Well, my buddy talking about playing. He just got Diablo 4. He played this beta too, and he went back to Diablo 4. He played it when it came out and went way back to Diablo 4. I told him to get the. He was asking me how the Spiritborn is. I was like, the Spiritborn got some pretty good stuff, though. Well, he got the Druid though. He liked the Druid Ultimate, the one where it calls storms and stuff like that. And then I told him you can literally make that storm overpower and stuff if you focus on overpower. When you call it, I think it's a skill where with the Druid and stuff where. I think every 20 seconds or stuff they'll get an overpower, and if you cast your ultimate with that, your ultimate will be overpowered. So I do miss the Druid though. I do like the Druid. The Spiritborn, I don't know, they got some good moves. I got a bunch of uniques on and stuff that make them getting their cooldowns back fast and stuff like that. Jewel can get their cooldowns back pretty fast too. They got a skill and stuff where they can get their cooldowns back fast too. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I try to get this game a go. It's just I don't know. Like I said, I don't hate the game. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's just not for me. You know, if that makes sense. Because everything is just a clutter and stuff like this. Like I still got to get the hang it. Well, I do like that they went with this approach. When you get a socket and stuff, you could put it into one of these skills and stuff like that. I do like how they went with this. You get gems and stuff. They unlock new skills in here and stuff, and then you can add them. Like in Diablo, I mean, in Path to Exile 1, when you get stones and stuff, you have to put them into like, dang, stuttering. See that? You have to put, like, say for instance, it'd be like a skill, it'd be like Earthquake, and you put it right there, and you're rapping. And then if it's a link connect to it, like that'll be a blue slot, I mean a blue gem could go in there, then it'll be a link, like a line link into the other the circle where you could put another gem, and it'll be green. I mean you have to put a blue and a green. So you get the blue to say for instance they do shock damage, and then you get a green, say for instance it'll heal you and stuff like that. Then when you do shock damage, it'll heal you because you link them together. It was kind of complicated and stuff like that. I end up losing skills and stuff because I put shit into the weapons and stuff. I end up losing some skills and stuff like that, you know, because I'm trying to make the skills do different things and stuff like that. It kind of went with a much easier approach on this and stuff like that. I do like that. They did make this a little bit simple though. But back then you had to put stones with gems into your sockets and your weapons and stuff like that to get different effects, even in armor and stuff like that. So I do like this approach better. It seems like now when you just put stones and gems into weapons and armor, it seems like you just go get, well, if you put it in, say for instance it'd be a fire. If you put it in a weapon, it'll make the weapon do fire. If you put it on armor, the armor will give you flame resistance. I don't know if you could put it in jewelry. I still ain't got no jewelry. So if you put in jewelry, I guess it'll, I don't know. But I mean, that is more simple and stuff like that. I can't even fill my posters yet. And that woman might have some battles.
Sorry, I was just...
She might have some battles. She got a medium. But it's not a magic. I don't think this...
It's beautiful. I accept.
Some of this shit. Okay, this got a socket in it too, but it's not a magic. But the one I got two. I don't know if they brought that linking the shit back.
Another for my collection. Thank you.
Yeah, discovering them. She gives you more when you discover. At least she's selling all magic, so. The magical works good. It gets your stuff back fast. It's not even a fluke. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna buy this one.
May it keep you fighting fit.
Get rid of this one. What is this slot? This slot just open.
might save your life.
Yeah, I don't know what that slot is. I just bought it for nothing. I thought maybe you could put it here to have extra potions. I don't know what that slot is. Oh, I ain't gonna game, I guess. I just bought that for nothing. Better find that. I'll hold on to it. Next time I get a thing where I can turn a normal to magic. Do that. Wish I could get across a normal to world, normal to, I don't know if they got normal to legendary.
Bye.
Oh, wait. Oh, then I sold that armor. Wait, I sold that armor that had a gem in it. I'm trying to talk to the
Sorry,
woman.
I was just...
I sold, I think I sold, or did I drop it? The only one I went to. The hell do I got this shit floating around? How the hell they doing it? You can't use your skills in town. But I mean, thing I do say about the game, it does support the PS4, the PS5 Pro. See right here, you can turn it to PSSR on. So it does support the PS5 Pro. You can go to Ultra Performance if you wanted to. You know, so it does support the PS5 Pro, so that's a good thing. Diablo 4 doesn't, even though it's in the PS5 Pro category. PS5 Pro enhanced category in the store. So this game is in there too, and it actually supports the PS5 Pro. But I'm starting to think that Microsoft told Blizzard, because Microsoft did this before with the Outer Worlds. It was held back getting the hands for the PS4 Pro. So I wouldn't be surprised they told Blizzard not to enhance Diablo 4 for the PS5 Pro. Even though it's in the page, when you go to PS5 Pro Enhanced Games page, Diablo 4 is actually in there. But when you go into the settings, there's no settings for PSS or that enhanced option you turn on. It ain't like when you turn it on, because it says if you turn it on, you get 30 frames per second. So what they should do is, if you're playing it on PS5 Pro and you got that enhanced turned on, you get your 60 frames per second. So it's nothing like that. So I don't know. But I'll have to get off and get on Diablo 4 with my friend. Because this beta, I think this beta ends tomorrow, so. Ooh. Like when it becomes free, I mean, I might dive back into it, give it another chance. And now the beta's kind of lagging and stuff. Like every now and then you hear the music stutter. I see how it kind of freeze there for a while. So it definitely does have some issues. I just can't get into it because the story is. I mean, I don't like how you navigate around the map. That's another thing too. I think that's the main thing my buddy said. He said he hate how you have to, go to the waypoint and then pick the area. You just can't just go walk to like one area to another and stuff like that. I mean, I'm kind of used to that because Borderlands been doing that. That stuff like you go from one area to another one and stuff. It goes to you hit square to go load it to the next zone and stuff like that. So I'm kind of used to it. It's not an issue with me, but play games like Borderlands or games like that where you leave one area and gotta press a button like on here. This is just like Borderlands. You want to go to like that my little main town I was at, I had to go to the woods. I had to it say the name of the woods, and say press X to the head there, and then it go to the lower screen. I mean, that's in Borderlands 3, so he don't play Borderlands, so he that's new to him. But I'm used to that. That's not an issue with me. The main thing is I just like Diablo 4 because it's open world. I'm glad they went with an open world thing, and you can run and see other players and stuff. I do like all that shit, you know. The towns is more detailed, more packed with NPCs and stuff like that. All doing their own little things and stuff like that. And you'll see them sitting around cooking or sitting around in the inn drinking and stuff like that. It's just the Diablo 4 world feels more alive and stuff. If that makes sense. Towns feel more alive and stuff like that. With NPCs doing their own thing and stuff like that. It's just a lot of more detail and more things in Diablo 4 is what I like, But it's no knock towards this game. This game is great and stuff. It's just, like I said, it's not for me, and apparently it's not for my buddy because he's on Diablo 4 as I speak. But that's gonna be my time. I'm gonna hop up on this Diablo 4. I might get on the Battlefield 2042 beta because I want to finish leveling up that free pass. Because I'm starting to think some of that stuff that you unlock in that battle pass on 2042 go carry over to Battlefield 6. So I need to be farming and grinding the fuck out that battle pass on Battlefield 2042. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But you guys say I'm gonna see if I can get my buddy to get on it. He gotta buy it. Yeah, he don't own Battlefield 2042. Damn. He might not buy it because he might not like it. But yeah, y'all take care.